All right, everyone, we're here live. Advanced Art, Lesson 5, Monk 1. What do we think? Go ahead and type your thoughts in the chat box. I forgot to open a new window. But we're looking at this crazy, crazy, awesome painting. And then we're going to have the chat box right here so everyone at home can see what people are saying. So go ahead. If you want to talk, go ahead, type money, 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 or write what you're thinking and seeing and feeling about the piece. Here we go. Type money, money, money if you want to come off of your microphone and talk about what you're thinking, seeing. Is this art? What elements are you seeing? Anyone want to talk and be forever? What are we seeing in this painting? Is it art? What is he saying? Anything. We're here live. A whole lot of gang. Yeah, Kenny, you want to talk or you want to talk about elements and principles? Again, type money, money, money if you want to come up off mute and talk. We got a small group. Kenny says nay. He doesn't want to talk. Anyone? Do. This is being recorded. Why isn't anyone participating? Yami says, color being used is value. I love that. What do you mean by that? Of the light and shadow. So, color used as value. What does she mean by that? Anyone want to go deeper? Color is being used as value. How do you use color as value? What does value even mean? Value is lights and darks. What do you mean, Yami? I know what you mean. I guess, Yami, I'm just seeing if everyone else knows what you mean. Hard and light coloring. Yeah. So we see dark and light shades of the same color. That is important. You want to be able to, like, that could be an independent study goal. Just being able to produce different shades of the same color. Alberto says tints and shades. Different, yeah. So different tints and shades of the same color we're seeing, which helps to contribute to a light source. Where is the light source coming from? Anyone? And anyone can talk about hard versus soft boundaries. Leslie says mostly light values. Yeah, a lot of light values. That's an interesting observation. And what effect does that have on the piece? Because we're using so much light value. Yes, highlights. The top. Mostly light values. The top. What do you mean the top? Evelyn? Like there's a lot of... Oh, is the light coming from the top? Yeah, the light's kind of coming from the top. Makes me think of heaven. Yeah. Makes me think of like heaven, light, mostly light values. Or the light could be coming from the front. Very good. And then what sort of it, like, we're using so many light values. Why is it that you think he is using so many light values? I mean, is there a reason for using so many light values? What is the purpose? Or what impact does that have? I mean, it's so bright. It's like a Muppet cartoon. These happy colors. To make them have form. Okay, Kenny, so how does all of the use of these light values make it more 3D? Maybe wants the red to stand out. Very good, Leslie. How do I do twinkles? Twinkles, Leslie. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, so like that red and that darkness really pops out because, Kenny's giving you twinkles, because there's so much light. So by having so much lightness, then all of this whole lot of gang shizza, that kind of comes forward. And really jumps out at us more. All of this is jumping out at us and disturbing us. I'm almost having this brain, like, confusion. Because I see these... No, Kenny, no. I'm seeing these really bright Muppet colors. But then I'm like, wait a second, hold up. This ain't Jim Henson. This ain't no Sesame Street. There's some gang violence happening. It's almost like I'm invited in because of the friendly value, and then I get slapped in the face by the violence. Why? So notice how choosing your background color creates contrast. Choosing specific background colors helps to create like this shock between hard versus soft boundaries. Gosh, I wonder if you guys could do a watercolor sketch where you have all one color, but then you have different tints of that color. That would be something really cool to try for your hard versus soft boundaries. So what is he saying? Oh, look at all these twinkles I just got. Twinkles! She's not twinkling Kenny with all this gang nonsense. She's twinkling Leslie, I think. Though we would always twinkle Kenny. But what is he saying, guys? What is he saying? Tee-hee. What is Monk One saying about society, about our culture? You know, with these color choices. It's reality. Is it, though? I mean, is Tupac bright green? Tupac is bright green. I mean, this is reality, but it's almost like a surreal. It's very surreal. It's very dreamlike. It's almost like our Muppet childhood dreams are kind of crashing with reality. What is he saying about culture? And there's a nightmare, right? So this is a nightmare. Maybe he's saying our current culture is a nightmare. Any other thoughts about what he is saying? And these are all thoughts that you can add directly to your WTF document. Yes, Kenny, come off the mic. You're on live. Oh, he's typing. You've been typing money. Sorry, Kenny, you're on.
I believe that it could probably, the reason why it's called a zombie is because they could probably, keep living on, not only in spirit, but in their own music.
So are you guys getting that in your WTF? He's a zombie because so his life is kind of like carried on. His spirit is carried on in art. Maybe he's honoring their legacy. They create a legacy that will never die. Right? So it doesn't matter, right? Their legacy is bright green, bright yellow. They're never going to die. Even though their bodies are gone, they're still here. WTF ideas. Anyone else want to come off the mic and talk about what they're thinking or feeling about this piece? For me, it's like all about this confusion between the color and then what I'm seeing with the line and that bright red. There's this like visual opposition. We talked about that a lot with Vans, between the bright, happy Muppet colors and the violence. Anyone else got some ideas? You're here live with WTF. Oop! Sorry, I missed your comments. I feel like he is showing this to try, let me move this over so that people at home can see, viewers, to try to bring back these people, but it's not possible. Ah! Wow, so that's why he draws them as zombies or bright colors. So we try to bring people back, but it's not enough. Is the one in the right dead? Is this guy dead? Big zombie? Or whoever he is he dead? Who is that? Yes. Zombie. Okay, so Jesus is saying that zombie is a metaphor for being immortal. Like, you can't die. Like, if you're a zombie. But aren't you totally... Jesus is saying that's Notorious Big. That's Biggie. So, oh, stop it, Kenny. Notorious Big. This reminds me of The Corpse Bride. What does that mean? That's so fascinating. Any other thoughts about what he's saying? It's interesting. I feel like a zombie doesn't necessarily mean immortality. I'm thinking about those White Walkers in Game of Thrones. I mean, they're not back. They're not back. They are not alive. They're something different. So it's like they're immortal, but they're not. Where'd my chat box go? Anyone else want to come off the mic? Money. Thoughts about what he's saying? We're adding on to our WTF sketch. I'm giving you a chance to talk about what you're thinking and feeling. Type money if you want to come off the mic. Anything that inspires you, anything that he's doing that you want to use in your work. Does anyone want to steal something? I mean, I see, talk about hard boundaries. Look at this shadow in the hat. That's beautiful. Roosevelt's saying I would buy the art, please. Yami is saying that she would use some of this color. You know, like thinking about using color in a strategic way. If I would tell you anything, I would make sure that you have a full range of value like this. Jesus is saying he would buy it as well. So are we saying this is art? Leslie, why do you like the eyeballs? It's interesting that they're white, right? So, like, normally we would look to eyes, but because there's no eyeballs, our eye moves around the page. Jesus Ariano's like, yes, no, duh, it's art. Hello, this is art. Right? It's making us feel and think something. Anyone want to take their, anyone want to say any sort of final comments about the art piece? About the value, the principles, the visual opposition? Maybe the question that I should ask is why are you guys liking this so much? Is it the zombie obsession? Our culture's into zombies, I think. Why do you guys like this so much? Is it because it brings you back to your days of childhood? They're icons, okay? So we love this because they're icons, Biggie and Tupac. Anything else? Final comments? All right, guys. So just make sure you're, unless I'm going to talk, unless someone else has something to say, combining famous icons on the concept of the dead. Yeah, there's something interesting about combining two concepts. You really can create some good art if you take like an icon, and normally we see them, they're not dead. We see them as being alive. And then you like combine it with another concept, like death. So you're layering concept on top of concept, and then it creates kind of this visual opposition, this confusion, plus layering in the bright color. When we think death, we don't necessarily think bright neon happy colors. I don't think Kermit the Frog when I think death. But so there's like this visual opposition, this cognitive opposition, this cognitive confusion that's happening that makes it more like art. So make sure you're kind of like writing down what you think he wants us to think.